The Paul McCartney Conspiracy Theory. Paul is dead. The truth behind the bizarre conspiracy theory of Paul McCartney's supposed death. For decades, countless people have claimed that the real Paul McCartney died in a car accident in 1966 and was replaced with a lookalike. Two car crashes and the beginning of a conspiracy. A rumor swept London that Paul McCartney had been killed in a car crash on the M1. A seed of truth did exist within this rumor, however. McCartney had crashed his moped in December 1965, resulting in a chipped tooth. And in January 1967, someone driving McCartney's car had crashed it on the M1 motorway. But in the early days, the rumor flailed because it seemed so easy to refute. McCartney appeared in public, looking very much alive. However, a college student in Michigan revived the rumor with aplomb in 1969. On October 12, Tom Zaski called into a radio show on WKNR, hosted by DJ Russ Gibb, to discuss the Paul is dead theory. He suggested that Gibb play the intro from Revolution 9 from the Beatles' White Album. As audiences across the country listened, they heard what appeared to be a man's voice muttering, "Turn me on, dead man." The backward track acted as a spark, and ignited the Paul McCartney conspiracy across the globe. According to the Paul is dead theory, Paul McCartney stormed out of a recording session on November 9, 1966. Upset with the band, he got into his car and drove off into the night. At some point, McCartney got into a terrible accident that killed and decapitated him. As the theory goes, Lennon, Harrison, and Ringo decided to keep on playing without McCartney. But they also resolved to hide his death from the public. So, the remaining Beatles hired a Paul McCartney lookalike named William Campbell, also known as Billy Shears. Campbell, luckily, not only bore a striking resemblance to McCartney, he could sing like him and even write good songs. However, the other Beatles felt guilty about swapping out McCartney and never mourning his death. So, they began to leave subtle clues in their album artwork and songs. Proponents of the Paul is dead theory point to a number of these clues as proof that Paul McCartney died in 1966. Evidence and clues in Beatles albums. In addition to Revolution 9 on the White Album, Beatles fans pointed to several other clues about Paul McCartney's death from the band's discography. Plus, fans had plenty of new material to sort through. The Beatles had released Abbey Road just a few weeks before the Paul is dead theory blew up. Believers in the theory fixated on the Abbey Road album cover itself. They claimed the imagery evoked a funeral procession. Lennon, dressed in white, represented the priest. Starr, in black, portrayed an undertaker. While Harrison, wearing full denim, suggested a gravedigger. And McCartney, out of step with the others, not wearing shoes, and eyes closed, was clearly meant to represent his own death. The list goes on and on. Fans also point to the Volkswagen Beetle behind the band with a 28F license plate. If McCartney was alive, he would be 28. On that album cover, believers note, the cutout figures represent mourners at a funeral. McCartney holds a black instrument while the others hold brass, signifying his death. And could the yellow hyacinths in the shape of a left-handed bass guitar, McCartney's instrument, really be a nod to how the other Beatles buried him? In search of more clues, fans listened to tracks backward. They held up album covers to the mirror. Signs seemed to be everywhere. But to the Beatles press team, it was no joke. How the Paul is dead theory lives on. On the one hand, the Paul is dead rumors gave the band a publicity boost. But it also came as an annoyance. By 1969, the Beatles were falling apart and starting to strike out on their own. John Lennon released his album Cold Turkey on October 20th, and McCartney was preparing to release his self-titled debut in April. They wanted publicity for their solo work, not a renewed fixation on their old albums. But before their relationship took a severe turn for the worst, McCartney echoed Lennon's remark about the Paul is dead conspiracy. But despite persistent denials, and even though McCartney had released a number of hit albums as a solo artist, death rumors are hard to dispel. Still, he seems to have taken it all in stride. McCartney even gave a nod to the theory by naming his 1993 album Paul is Live. That is, if it was in fact Paul McCartney who recorded it.